Hey, Brian from SnakeBytes here. A while back we took a look at pinstripe ball pythons and the effect that morph had on the market. Today we're going to take a look at the spider ball. You're watching SnakeBytes. What's known now as a spider ball python originally was called a spider web ball python because of the spider web pattern down its back. In the late 1990s, it was imported from West Africa by a guy named Kevin McCurley from Nerd and Lindy Johnson from Freedom Breeder Cages. They brought the very first male in and sure enough proved it out to be a dominant morph. Just like the pinstripe, this animal had an enormous impact on the market with the morphs that it was going to make over the next decade and for years to come. The first animal I bought actually was $25,000. Now these guys go for as low as $125 or $150, so they're certainly obtainable by anyone, but the cool morphs that they're still making are fetching huge dollars, so I want to just take you on a little journey over those mutations. After being proven genetic, the first mutation that spiders were taken into were pastels to produce these bumblebees. I remember it really well the first time I saw the baby bumblebees and how blown away I was. That's a double codominant animal, so let's just take a look at a few of the other animals that are double codominant.
Alright guys, it's Cal's question of the week. And my topic this week would be karma. Oh, love karma. Believe in it 100%. People getting exactly what they deserve, whether it be good or bad. I want to know from you guys, do you believe in karma and do you have any sweet karma stories? I'd like to hear about them. Text or video comment below, let me know.
Here's a couple double mutations, but in this case they're recessive and dominant. This one is a honeybee, which is a ghost spider. Then we start getting into the really fancy stuff like this killer queen, which is a super pastel lesser spider. There's so many cool mutations in this ilk. Let me show you what I've got. So there's some of the mutations that we work with spiders. There's certainly a lot more out there and even a handful more that we work with, but we only have a limited amount of time. And I'd be remiss if I wasn't going to talk about the dreaded spider head wobble. As you can see with this girl, when she moves around, her motor skills are a little bit weird. It's not a normal snake thing to do, go upside down and wobble a little bit. A lot of people are really bothered by this with spiders, and some people actually even stay away from the mutation. I'll be honest with you, the majority of the animals don't have hardly any wobble at all. It doesn't really bother me. It doesn't affect their health, breeding, or anything. It's just kind of a quirk. Again, the old saying is all recessives concentrate, and when you're going for a phenotype like a spider mutation, you also sometimes get some neurological issues like the wobble. Again, it's probably something that's way overblown, and the vast majority of them don't act anything like this animal, and all of this animal's babies in the past have been perfectly fine. But again, I had to mention because it's spider ball pythons.
Because of one comment, one boss who's addicted to seeing me getting bit, and a lemon, I'm going to show you some of my best bites. Take a look. Woo! Get over. Ah! Oh! Ow! Quit playing! Give me the.
For this week's Comment of the Week, the question was, how much would you spend on an animal? And Tweedledee said,
I'm an animal lover. In fact, I'm studying to become a veterinarian. Let me tell you that I've paid some pretty absurd fees for horses and competitive field trial dogs. However, the most I've ever paid for a snake is $600. In the future, I would be very interested in keeping exotic birds such as a Togo toucan or a hyacinth macaw, and willing to pay 10 grand for one of those. I still won't even tell you how much I've spent on thoroughbreds though, LOL.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've spent a lot of money on snakes, but when you get into horses, those numbers are astronomical. I hope you guys enjoyed the show and learned a little bit about the spider ball python and what the impact it had on the market. If you guys want to follow just my daily insanity, make sure to check me out at Twitter at SnakeBytesTV. Until next time, this has been Snake Bites.